Welcome to this MDC video for the MAC Trap cat trap. The MAC Trap is an extremely versatile, humane manual trap designed to allow the trapper to select which specific cat they're going to trap. It also allows you to catch multiple cats, including mothers and kittens. It weighs 6 kilograms, is made from black wire mesh, has a solid metal floor and a carrying handle. It has polyglass panels at both ends. The panel at the front is the trapping door and is activated by using a pull cord that you attach to the release pin, and that allows the panel to drop down and trap the cat. The panel at the rear of the trap allows for bait to be placed and for you to transfer the cat from the trap into a transfer cage or carrier. When you first receive the trap, it arrives fully assembled. Now it's very important that you practice using the trap before you start going out to trap cats, so that you're completely familiar and comfortable with how it works. You should also check the trap over every time you're about to use it to ensure that it's properly maintained, that there's no damage and that it's in good working order. The first thing you'll need to do is attach the pull cord to the release pin. It needs to be long enough and strong enough that you can activate the trap from a good distance without it stretching, breaking or tangling. Check the trap by sliding up the front door panel, lining up the 2 holes with the pin holder, placing the release pin and pulling the string to drop the trap like this. The front panel should close smoothly and easily, and also check that the rear panel slides up and down smoothly. In an ideal world, you should acclimatize cats to the trap by allowing them to eat food from an unset trap with both end panels removed for several days before you actually start trapping them. For the sake of this video, let's assume that you've already done that. Once you've located a suitable spot for the trap, it's time to bait it. For more information on where and how to position your trap, you can watch the accompanying MDC video. Now it's best to use wet cat food or even things like sardines and tuna to bait the trap, as they're the most delicious things to entice the cat into the trap. But for the purposes of this video, I'm going to be using some dry cat food. The first thing you need to do is lift up the end panel and put a good portion of food at the rear end of the trap, the opposite end to where the cat enters and where you place the release pins. Don't use a bowl or anything that could move around in the trap. It's best to place the food directly in the trap, like this. Remember, we want to encourage the cat all the way to the rear of the trap, so that it's as far inside the trap as possible when we release the front panel. You should also scatter a small amount of food in a line leading into the trap to entice the cat in. Once the food is placed, close the rear panel, set the trap, remove any items or food that you've brought with you, make sure the entrance is clear, and then carefully unroll the cord so that you're far enough away from the trap that the cat either can't see you or isn't bothered by you. The difference between a manual trap and an automatic trap is that you are in total control of when you catch the cat. Because of that, there's a lot of things that you need to think about. Don't necessarily activate the trap on the first cat that enters. If the first cat is that brave, it's likely to come back again later. But other, more suspicious cats will have seen it enter, eat, and leave without any consequences. And this will encourage them to be less afraid and more likely to enter the trap afterwards. Make a note of the cats that are present before starting. This way you can select which ones you want to capture. Maybe there are ones that have already been sterilized that you don't want to trap again, or you want to prioritize females or a cat that's injured. Also, before pulling the cord, look out for any other cats that are close to the trap. If another cat is watching or approaching the trap, don't pull the cord yet. The cat that's approaching might join the cat that's already inside the trap, and that way you can capture both. Keep the cord slightly loose while cats are approaching the trap and when they start feeding inside. This way, if a cat steps on or touches the cord, there'll be less risk of triggering the trap by accident. When you're actually preparing to trigger the trap, wind the cord in slowly and gently to get out any excess slack. And then when you're ready, pull the cord with one quick movement. But be careful to not trigger the trap too soon by having the cord too tense. Always err on the side of caution. If you're not sure if you should trigger the trap, don't. It's always better to leave than rush the trapping and have the cat escape or frightened. Here's the cat being tempted by the bait. It's approaching the trap, having a little food, and working its way in. Make sure that the cats are all the way inside the trap and have settled down to eat before you pull the cord. And then when you're ready, pull the cord in one quick move. Now you've caught the cat, you need to cover the trap as quickly as possible to calm the cat down and reduce any stress that it's experiencing. You can join me again in the accompanying MDC video on how to use covers and how to transfer the cat into a transfer cage or carrier. Always remember that ensuring the cat's welfare is the most important thing through the entire trapping process. Also remember to properly maintain your trap. Make sure that it's well cleaned and that there's no food residue or scent pheromones from a cat that you've trapped previously. For more information about this or any other traps and equipment, visit the MDC website. And if you have any questions about the use of this trap, you can contact MDC via the email address at the bottom of this screen.